Man, I learned so much in the last 6 months, just like working on DAOs and just talking with other people within the crypto community, especially ETH Denver. Was awesome. But, there's a couple of things that are somewhat problematic, what I'm seeing, and it's a lot of it's around this understanding of how to build community. A lot of people are not addressing some of the issues, but some of the DAOs that I'm seeing, like as far as what's the use case or what's the utility of this project, and also how you're building your communities. A lot of people are, for example, developing communities on Discord, but a lot of people don't use Discord. And it's one of the most frustrating things where I try to talk to people about why is it mainly a Discord kind of process when people that you might be trying to reach are not even on that medium, right? So how do you reach people in the community? Another thing is that there's these conferences or there's these meetups or there's people who meet up for these different events. And then after they leave, that's it. The connection with that community is no longer there, right? So like when I left Denver, I'm back in the Bay Area, right? I don't really have a connection or a base in that community. When there's planned conferences, I heard around the world in South America and in Eastern Europe and these places. The problem with that is that when you leave these places and you have all this, euphoric kind of like these euphoric ideas and like a lot of this motivation and you're excited to start this project, what's being left behind for that community? You don't build community by talking to people for a day or a week or a month. It takes years to build trust and to build people to use your product and to build that type of ecosystem. And that's where I personally feel most comfortable in the Bay Area, especially with mostly artists that I work with and on technical aspects of filmmaking. But moving those people into, something like NFTs or to understand how to use wallets, that's kind of where I am in the process. I have this idea with the DAO that I'm trying to create, but I'm barely starting at the very beginning with even understanding language. I don't use wallet. I don't use blockchain. I don't use that language when talking to people on it every day because that's not the way they speak, right? I don't really use Discord to connect with the community in the Bay Area because that's not where they are. So these are some of the things that I noticed with DAOs. There's a lot of great ideas and there's a lot of people who are really doing great stuff, but there's so many issues that I think need to be addressed. And I really want to start working with people in the community on how we can address these different issues or different ways that we can kind of partner and kind of work with different people who are in communications or in marketing or in kind of outreach and work with them in a technical sense. Right. When I went to ETH Denver, I was trying to find developers. It's so difficult to find developers to work with you on projects because there's so much money from these larger kind of companies that are doing it. So if anybody has any ideas or wants to partner, if you're more of a technical person and you want to partner with someone like me who is more on the community focus and the outreach focus, please hit me up in the comments below. I want to talk more about that. If you guys aren't familiar with the Black DAO, I'll leave a link to the kind of white paper, kind of a draft white paper that I kind of just wrote up ideas in my head. I'm still going through that process right now. But yeah, leave a comment below. I would love to talk with you guys further about it. And this is just a quick, brief little rant about DAOs and kind of the direction. But I'm no expert on it. I'm just learning like everybody else. If you have different views on DAOs or you have something to correct me on, please leave a comment below. I want to have this conversation and continue this discussion. All right, talk to you guys again here real soon.